Hi, welcome to Fourth Ward School in downtown Virginia City, nestled in the mountains in northern Nevada. I'm Mrs. Gandolfo, and I'm an art teacher and Nevada history buff. And I am sitting in Miss Katie Quirk's first grade classroom, built over 150 years ago during the Victorian period of United States history. This school served families of miners, predominantly from the Comstock lode. The Comstock lode is known in history for producing more silver than any other mine. Can you think of a way that children and communities knew when it was time to get to school? How did they know it was time for school? Most families could not afford a watch or a smartphone. I'll give you a hint. Churches and fire stations still use them today. If you guessed bell, you're right. Bells were used throughout history in communities to alert communities to let them know when it was time to get to school or to get to church or to watch out for the fire. Can you also think of a bell that is very important in the history of the United States? You guessed it right again, the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Well, all this talk about bells is making me want to draw. So I'd say get your pens or pencils and some scratch paper, and I'll meet you in the art studio. I grabbed a pen I had out of my purse and an old composition book from a class, but scrap paper, anything you want to use is fine. Open to a new page so the lines don't bother me, and they're a good reference to create a square to draw my bell inside. Start with the bottom, curved line, curves up. You could add your little bottom bell and the top curves around, and we'll connect the two. Swoop down, round, create a little flat lip, again curving those lines. Notice if I try to draw a bell to make it look dimensional and I make the line straight, horizontal, and connect, it doesn't have the dimension as the curved. Curve the line here. And add the yoke. So I'm copying this outline shape of the bell. Stopping across. Okay, next step. After you practice drawing the bell several times, you're ready to make a print. And printmaking is a fun way to reproduce your drawings fast without machines or a special copier. You can use a styrofoam tray from the grocery store. Most meats come on styrofoam. Styrofoam is foamy and it can be drawn in with a regular pen and makes an impression. Or you can use foam sheets. I got these from my local craft store. These are fun to draw right on in different colors. I went ahead and drew my bell with the pen right on it to the foam, directly on the foam. You can see how easy and fun that is. Then went into the kitchen. You might want to ask your mom or dad if you can use the rolling pin and a little bit of paint. I used acrylic paint, rubbed it with a piece of scrap paper and rolled the ink onto the foam. that's nice and wet, laid the paper, scrap paper, on the foam, rubbed it, peeled away, and I have a print. And this is called printmaking. Fun you could buy a set of cards with their own envelopes, or you can make your own cards by folding your paper in half. A really great way to send a note to your favorite teacher or to your loved ones. Any questions on how to continue printmaking further, please see the resource notes at the end of the video. Thank you, and see you next time.
So let's see the front of your card. Right?